Want to date more efficiently and increase the odds of finding a great partner? Then you're in the right place. Ready? Hi, it's Ken with 21traits.com, where you can take the free 90-second quiz that instantly identifies your critical compatibilities to date more efficiently and find the right partner faster. Well, if you've listened to our podcasts, you know that we focus on traits because they're the best predictors of behaviors that can make or break your relationship. If you're tuning in for the first time, you'll need to listen to previous podcasts or at least take the free 90-second quiz at 21traits.com. That's 21traits. I wanted to wait to offer up this special episode until we established our thought process by way of the podcast that led up to this one. What I'm about to recommend will make more sense if you've been tracking along with us. After following our podcast and taking the quiz, you're ready to apply the insights you've learned or reinforced to find and attract potential partners who are right for you, not random people. I mean, random people are nice, but you're a little busy for that, aren't you? I thought so. Our goal is to help you date more efficiently and to put the odds in your favor. Today's episode is on improving your dating profile by using what you now know about yourself and what you need most critically in a partner. If you appreciate our philosophy and approach, you're the type who doesn't mind taking a few extra minutes to build a more strategic profile. And that's what we're building toward today. It's amazing, really, how many people just don't realize how limiting or misleading their photos and comments are in their profiles. They're actually decreasing the number and quality of matches. But for this episode, we're going next level. We're going to focus on word choice, driven by traits you now know clearly are the ones you value most. So first, when you took the quiz, which qualities did you rate a 5 in a partner? Those are your critical compatibilities, the traits your partner must have or you must pass. Traits you rate a 4, important, are relevant, but not 100% deal breakers or deal makers. Instead of focusing too much on physical attributes, age, politics, geography, mutual interests, more on those later because they're not always accurate, and other parameters that are provided by the apps, the far more important factors to focus on are these critical compatibilities, the 5s from the quick quiz. It's not always apparent from a profile, but you have to create what I call a filtering mindset that increases efficiency, minimizes frustration, and of course, wasted time. So, you take those words, those descriptors, traits, you rated a 5, and drop them into the appropriate section in your profile as to what you're looking for. Each app varies, but you can find the right spot. A lot of people say they want someone who's honest, loyal, kind, and other general common ideals. Those are great, but they're too generic. They're table stakes. Does anyone really want to pair up with someone who's dishonest, unkind, cheats, and so on? They don't differentiate what you're looking for in a partner at the next level. I'm suggesting you be more specific with these unique descriptors, which in turn are more specific for you, what you need. This will attract and, equally important, filter out people who are really just a distraction. I'd like you to state clearly the top 4 or 5 qualities you're looking for based on those critical compatibilities from the quiz. This also sets you apart because most people list the same obvious generic qualities, as we said. The second thing to do is state several of those traits that you possess at the 5 level. Put those in the appropriate section. This is how you're going to increase the odds of attracting the right partners. In other words, you take the quiz the first time to establish your priorities. You can take it a second time to highlight the traits someone would need from you as a must-have, a 5. See what I'm saying? You've heard the expression, use your words. Well, there's no better time or place to do it than in your profile. Use what you've confirmed as truth. Be specific, be accurate, be direct, be you. That's how to attract higher quality partners and filter out people who are likely less of a fit. Now, another way to use your deal breaker must-haves to improve your matches is this. I'd like you to look more closely at profiles now for indications, explicit or hinted at, that suggest a person has those traits. It's not always going to be easy or readily apparent, but you can train yourself to keep those in mind. And I'd like you to make that the priority over everything else. Everything, unless you're simply not attracted to them. Profiles that communicate those traits or imply them should bubble up in your scroll. Look, I realize you can't know everything from a profile, particularly since a lot of people aren't great at creating them in the first place. That's one of the reasons for this podcast. But as I like to say, you can put the odds in your favor. In the end, it always comes back to self-awareness and priorities, both of which can change over time, particularly after you come out of a relationship. You can't know everything right away, whether it's from a profile, a first phone call, a first date, but you can still pick up a lot. Hey, sometimes it takes months to figure out if someone has what you need and vice versa. We tend to reveal ourselves over time, through the seasons, as they say. Assuming there's enough things to hold your interest in the first place, it's probably worth your time, worth the risk, worth the emotional investment. We'll discuss other ways to immediately improve your profile in upcoming episodes to put the odds in your favor of catching a fish you don't want to throw back. Until then, keep tuning into our podcast as we explore the traits, the nuances, and dating insights that go a little deeper. It's not only more helpful, it's more fun. Make sure you follow our podcast, share it with friends, and take the quiz at 21traits.com. See you next time.